Good morning, everyone, on this really cold morning here in Gunnison, Colorado. I think it got down to 32 degrees last night, so we're hoping the bikes will work and start this morning. Anyhow, we've come to a difficult decision to skip this portion of the TransAmerica Trail, basically from Gunnison to Durango, due to safety concerns. I won't go through all the reasons why, but the risk-reward factor just didn't add up for us this time around. So instead, we're going to take the $1 Million Highway from Montrose to Durango. So join us on this trip.
Still doing that sidewalk thing. You're much better than me.
As I mentioned in the intro, we were going to skip sections of the TransAmerica Trail between Gunnison and Durango, Colorado. However, a good portion of the $1 Million Highway actually is on the TransAmerica Trail. And I will probably address the risk-reward decisions that were made at the end of this particular series in a video all by itself. So that way, if somebody's considering doing certain sections or not doing certain sections, that maybe will help them out. But let's get headed down the highway for now. This morning we'll be riding west along Highway 50. Highway 50 follows along Gunnison River. Even though this isn't on the TransAmerica Trail, it's a beautiful ride, and you can't go wrong if you take this as an alternate route. Wow, we pass another intrepid bicyclist here. It just amazes me that they're going these distances on just a bicycle. But Sherry and I had the same ambitions when we were younger, and we bought really good touring bicycles that we were going to tour New Zealand in. But jobs and kids got in the way, and we never made it on that trip. But I can sure see the allure of doing it. At the time, those bicycles were really high dollar for us. I think we gave $500 or $600 a piece for them. They were very, very expensive for back in the 1980s. And we still have those bicycles in the family today. My daughter Mariah and Josh have them. So they were well-built bicycles and still function very well. The Blue Mesa Dam is 390 feet tall. This earthen dam sits upstream of the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. Construction on the dam started in 1961 and it was completed in 1966. Although the dam houses a hydroelectric plant, its primary purpose was water storage. The completion of the dam created the Blue Mesa Reservoir. I might add that this area is home to the Curacante National Recreation Area and the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. I got a chuckle out of this timber hauler here. He had gone just flying by me on the highway, and due to construction, I ended up following him for miles and miles. I don't know if they had suffered a washout along this canyon portion, but or if they were just widening it. But there was construction down to one lane through this whole area. But the canyon was absolutely beautiful as we climbed up on top of the mesa. Cimarron is a small way station nestled along the Cimarron River. It is only 20 miles east of Montrose, but if you need to stop, it's a good place to get gas, rest up, or grab a snack. Just outside of Montrose is the Museum of the Mountain West. A recreation of a western town sits right along the highway. Montrose, Colorado is the second largest town in western Colorado. Montrose sits in the Uncompahgre Valley and is renowned as a gateway to outdoor recreation. It is in Montrose where we'll turn and head south on Highway 550, the $1 Million Highway. Though technically, the $1 Million Highway doesn't actually start until you get to Uray, Colorado. The Ridgeway area boasts a state park and reservoir with an emphasis on outdoor activities. It is also known as the Switzerland of America. In Montrose, we start out at elevations under 6,000 feet, but we'll be climbing steadily until we reach over 11,000 feet. It's quite the ride. You won't want to miss this. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful here. As we approach Uray, the imposing San Juan Mountains of southwest Colorado come into view. It's no wonder why it got its nickname, the Switzerland of America. I've been fortunate enough to actually travel through Switzerland, and I can say the comparison is fair. Uray sits at 7,792 feet and is the gateway to the Million Dollar Highway. Uray is aptly named after Chief Uray, a Native American from the Utes tribe. Like most small settlements in the area, Uray originated as a mining town. In 1887, the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad serviced the area until 1953, when the last of the tracks were removed. The advent of automobiles and trucks caused its demise. At the southern end of town, you quickly ascend up into the mountains with postcard views everywhere you look. I can't recommend this highway more than any other road that we have been on. This is just unbelievable territory in here. As a matter of clarification, the TransAmerica Trail runs along the Million Dollar Highway for a section between Uray and Silverton, Colorado. As you can see from this clip, the Million Dollar Highway is considered one of the most dangerous roads in the United States. The highway's lack of guardrails and sheer drop-off lends itself to horrendous and fatal crashes. This is only made worse during the winter months. Check out the waterfall to the right here. Unbelievable. I have deliberately left a lot of the clips a lot longer than I normally do so that you can get the full feel of the grandeur of this area. This avalanche tunnel and roof here is reminiscent of one seen in Europe. It's pretty cool, but it definitely protects the roadway. It wouldn't surprise me if this is a landslide area as well. Not surprisingly, we follow the river drainage all the way to the top. Wow, this stand of aspens is very picturesque. I hope the camera brings out all the colors here. Check out this old way station. Pretty cool, huh? Off to the left is Red Mountain Creek, I believe. We are getting closer to Red Mountain Pass. We're starting to get in rarefied air here, and there's only rock above the timberline. It's pretty clear to see now. These little cabins mark the Red Mountain Overlook area. It's just around the corner. We also pass by a mine to our left as we continue to head higher. We finally reach Red Mountain Pass at an elevation of 11,018 feet. We descend until reaching Silverton, but we'll still have to climb out of the Silverton area before we get to Durango. As we continue south and off to our right is the infamous Black Bear Pass in the imposing T11, or otherwise known as Telluride 11 Peak. T11 sits at 13,514 feet and is now a ranked peak if you're a climber. There are several other 13ers in the area if you're trying to check them off your summit list. Many of these peaks are accessible by four-wheel drive roads. This means those backcountry views are there for the intrepid rider if you want to take them. Silverton lies somewhat in a bowl in the Animas River Valley, surrounded by several 13ers. Storm Peak, at 13,487 feet, is the highest. Additionally, Silverton is within 15 miles of 7 14ers. Silverton, Colorado rests at 9,300 318 feet, and ranks 14th on the list of the highest towns in Colorado. Silverton, as its name suggests, was a silver mining town in the latter half of the 19th century, but today is mostly driven by tourism. Nowadays, snow skiing at Silverton Mountain and backcountry skiing by helicopter ensure year-round tourism. One can still take day trips to Silverton on the Durango Silverton Narrow Gauge Railway. The fares aren't cheap, but I doubt highly you would regret it. But you can always still drive one of the most dangerous roads in the United States instead. Molas Lake Park and Campground was rated by AAA as the most scenic campground in Colorado. I can't argue that. I mean, look at this place. So make sure you get your reservations in early. At 10,910 feet of elevation, Molas Pass Summit marks our exit from the Million Dollar Highway. From here, we make a steady descent down to Durango. As you can see here, the road twists and turns around the mountains, and it's a lot of fun here going down. It was just as beautiful going down as it was coming up, I can assure you. This is way cool with some switchbacks included. This might look like the camera's not adjusted quite right, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct inclination, even though it might look a little odd. Boy, you can sure tell we're getting close to Durango now. We're starting to see more and more homes in this area. What a beautiful backdrop, though. As we get closer to town, the highway runs right along the narrow gauge track. It's pretty cool because there's not too many narrow gauge tracks in existence anymore. So it's a real treat if you decide to take that ride up to Silverton. We finally make it to Durango, and Sherry was working on getting us a hotel room, and we decided to stay in Durango because we couldn't find a hotel where we wanted to. But our hotel was right next to the train station, so I got a chance here to get some footage of the cars and the track as it leaves town. So that was pretty cool. Well, we decided to stay in Durango, Colorado because in Dolores we couldn't find any accommodations available for tonight. But tomorrow we'll head up to Dolores and intersect with the TransAmerica Trail and head in to Utah. But until then, we're going to stop off at a little barbecue place. Let me see here. I think it's called Tees here in Durango. It's right next to our hotel. So we're going to call it a night. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
What a great day. We are in Durango tonight, and we went down the $1 Million Highway. Apparently one of the top 10 most dangerous roads in the US. I believe that. I mean, there's no guardrails. You get too close, you're going off. But what beautiful scenery. I've never seen such beautiful mountains. So pretty stoked up about that, and we really had a great time. So tomorrow we're heading for Utah.